Hiya, so I've just been doing a little bit of just being nosy on the BBC, and for anyone who doesn't know what the BBC is, it's like our state sanctioned television corporation in the UK. One of the things I came across was, I mean, it's not related to my last video, but it does include Bill Gates, so I thought I'd make a quick video. So one of the things that I found, and I'll put the image on screen now, is the latest figures is for 2017 to 2018, and it's the income of the BBC, like who's donated what to them. Now for that 12-month period, it got £35.4 million just given to them. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all of them, just a few that stuck out to me. Okay, so from the US State Department, it got 0.5 million. From Global Affairs Canada, 0.7 million. This is in pounds, by the way. The United Nations Population Fund, 0.8 million. US aid, 0.9 million. British Council, 1 million. United Nations Development Programme, 1.3 million. The US Commission, 2.7 million. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, 2.2 million. UNICEF, 1.6 million. And then the Swedish International Development Agency, 1.3 million. Okay, so a few that stood out, well, didn't even stand out to me, they screamed out to me, is the United Nations. So it's the UN Population Fund and the UN Development Programme. I mean, I don't trust the UN or the World Health Organization, but you know, that's a lot of money that they probably give around, you know, 2 million a year. Mind you, we've got UNICEF though, so yeah, it's a lot of money to just be given to the BBC. And then the other two that stood out to me, one is the European Commission. It's nearly £3 million just given to the BBC. And then second, the Gates Foundation, 2.2 million. This is why you can't believe anything that the BBC tells you, because what happens is, okay, so the EU gives the BBC 2.7 million. In turn, the BBC are not exactly gonna, start critiquing the EU or, providing an unbiased view of the goings on of Europe. This isn't about the EU, so I'll just leave that there. But yeah, it's a lot of money, but in a way, the kind of buying silence, the buying bias or unbiased. The BBC will never make a programme that says anything bad about the United Nations or the European Commission or even the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And that goes back to, the BBC getting funding from Bill and Melinda Gates. Again, they're never going to critique who Bill Gates is, what the foundation does. So to them, it's money well spent. The buying silence. The BBC, people are not going to put the BBC on for the 6 o'clock news and all the harms of Bill Gates being, number one stories. And any journalists that, get out of conscience and look into Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and, follow the money and see all the corruption. If they write a story and then they go to their bosses at BBC, the BBC are going to shelve them or her. They're going to say, no, scrapped. Go and write about, the stuff they're allowed to write about. That's what the journalists will be told. So even people who are at the BBC, and certainly people who are in front of a camera at the BBC, you can't trust them. They're being paid off. They're under the thumb. And this is how they all work at the mainstream media, not just not just the BBC. All it takes is, to maybe get an editor, or not even an editor. When you look at how all the news agencies are all owned by, what is it now, 7, as soon as you follow who actually owns everything, it's 7 corporations own everything. I don't mean that literally, I just mean, so you don't even need to have every editor or newsroom bought off. All it takes is the owners of them, because as long as they're paid off, then the censorship will trickle down. And it's worrying, especially now that they're talking about mandatory vaccinations. The UK government have bought, apparently, nearly 3 times as many vaccines as there are people. 3 times our population they've bought, which makes me think I don't know. I don't even think that's going to be saying they want mandatory yearly vaccinations. It's probably going to be a couple, if not more, every year. We're living in scary times, and it's almost like the Dark Ages, because the amount of facts, evidence, unbiased that, you know, every single person in the UK and the world, but the UK in particular, should be entitled to, they're just not there. The ones that have gone to the independent media, they're painted as crazy conspiracy theorists who are dangerous, and not to listen to them. If you do listen to them and you believe them, then you're crazy as well. And even things are going to get worse. They really, really are. Like Bill Gates said, this is the new normal, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to the shop, so take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, ta-ra.